Okay. Yes, I'm just doing homework today, as always. I've been wanting to stream in Minecraft. I've been playing on the server a lot, but I rage quit yesterday because I got blown up by a creeper that also blew up my dynamite and blew up all my stuff. Oof. And by all my stuff, I mean all my stuff. Like my sword, my netherite sword, my axe. Well, not my axes, but someone else's axes that I was borrowing. My armor, my fancy shoes. Well, I've cooled down about it a bit now. I'm not really that upset about it now. Well, I am. I am still pissed about it. I haven't gotten on the server because I'm still mad about it. I mean, I rage quit the thing for a while, and I instead went over to my personal world, you know, the one that I stream, and I was like, you know what? Let me do some maintenance here. And I straight up I did so much yesterday. And I was doing it and I was like, shit, I should be streaming this probably. I did not do the end thing. I stayed out of there. What camera is this? Front. Okay, view. We're gonna add in a source image. I'm gonna insert the front one. This is nonsense. So it's already here. That's nonsense. That let's just delete those right now. I made those when I was still figuring out what I was doing, and I knew I was gonna do a cat, but I didn't know like what exactly I was gonna do. So I hadn't like drawn it out yet. I just had an idea. So here's the side. Now they're not perfect. Like this one, the ears are taller in this one than they are over here. And I think the head might be too. But the bodies are relatively the same. And I learned something from before. Do the body first. Leave the head for later. I guess we're supposed to leave the head for later. Which I obviously, as you know, did not do at all. So let's see. Let's go W. Let's move all you up. Come on. What kind of bullshit is this? That's what kind of bullshit this is. Oh my God. Okay, let's see what that did. That took it right there. So what I'm hearing is object. Come Heather. Not exactly what I was meaning, but it's okay. I would like you to, instead of snapping onto the grid, I would like you to snap onto this. Excuse you. Ugh. That's so annoying. Okay. It's not a big deal. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. They're not standing on it or anything. Let's get the front view. see that one over there. Yeah, because it's like slightly touching it. So we're going to go down. I'll line up the feet. That's what we're going to do. There we go. Now, as you can see, as I stated, the head on this one's a bit squished compared to that one, but the bodies are relatively the same. If you were to happen to look, see, like they're relatively the same. The head's a bit different, but the body itself is pretty all right. So, actually, I could switch that back a bit. Yeah? Kinda. It's okay. I was thinking about where the shoulder is going to be, because the shoulder would be right there. But anyway, some people put things in the center like this, and they model from the center, and they just make it rounded on these areas. Personally, this is not the kind of project I would do that on. I've never actually attempted to do it like that, because I've thought about it, and I've seen others do it. But I don't think this one's a good one to do it on, especially since it's not uniformly shaped. And because I had to like sketch it myself, so it wasn't like, you know. Let me see if I could select. But can I go into... No, that's perspective. Okay, so I'm going to give up on that for now. And I'm just going to scooch it back. No. There we go. Gonna scooch you this way. And let's make a blob. Okay, I guess we'll start with a square. Originally, I had started on that other one that was right there. I'd used this, or I'd used a circle. But honestly, that's not the best idea for things like this. Most things you need to start, even though it's a very rounded character, it's roundy, it's all that stuff. Like, most of these things you should start with squares. Because when you smooth them, they'll round out. And it's important to try and not have, like, triangles and stuff. Okay, so which one is this? This one's the side. This one's the front. And I'm going to be a good student. I am going to make a layer. There we go. Now reference that shit. Okay. Now, actually, before I do that, let me see. Let me go to the things. Color off, alpha gain. Yep. It's only doing that one. Okay. I did white on purpose. When I was sketching it, I had done it in black, of course, and then I had like inverted it so to become white, because I thought white would be easier to see here with the grid and everything, and I was correct. I was correct. Look at me go. Now, I'm going to take this one, and this needs to be like scooched over a little bit. Not a lot, though. It's kind of already centered for the most part, but actually, is that centered? Huh. No. That's not centered. Is it? No, I need the grid, actually, don't I? You know, it could go a little bit this way. And it's centered. Okay. Well, that was lucky. Now for you, I'm going to take you here, because I want this to be like the head is going to be in the center, and then everything else goes off from there. Okay. Well, now the tweaking is done. Let's go to the layer. We're going to make that a reference. We're going to add new layer. We're going to unselect. Create a new layer. Images. Actually, let's name it ref. Ref. Images. We're gonna make it green. Lime green, because that's what they are. Save. You are so picky. Hold on. There. You can't have spaces. In case you didn't know, you can't have spaces. Okay. So originally for this project, we were supposed to make a humanoid character that was able to be animated. And obviously, I did not do that. And but the thing is, I got permission. I got permission from my teacher, because we're not going to animate it at all. Like, we're not animating it this time. He said that got taken out of the course because it was too time consuming. So, basically, I'm good in the neighborhood to make a cat. Because I asked. I was like, sir, please, can I make a cat? I wanted to make a cat. And he's like, yeah, why not? And I'm like, yes, thank you. So, do we want to start with the front or do we want to start with the side? The side is the most dynamic. But the front is the front. I think we should probably start with the side, right? Yeah, probably. Probably go with the side. Okay, rule number 1, always start at the neck. Now, I drew this line here, but I plan on making it kind of fade in. Like, I'm trying. I'm going to try to make it fade in versus, you know. Okay, let's turn this on to wire view. What was that, 4? Yep. Look at me go. I'm an expert, in case you didn't know. Yep, not to brag or anything. I know I'm still in college and learning about this in college, but I'm an expert. Okay. So right there is basically close enough. Actually, yeah, why not just go into full view? Why not? We're going to be here a while. Okay, so right there is the base of the neck. I'm going to start there. Actually, maybe I should start here. Wait, go back. I should probably start right here where the neck starts to small, because then I can work from the neck up. Okay. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to compress this a little bit. Make it kind of shorter. And then I'm going to go back up. Put it right there. Right here. Okay, and now we're gonna mess with some vertices. This one can go here. This one can go here. Ah! Go back. There we go. And this one can go here. Now there is a little bit of a dent right there, so maybe I should go to edge and lower it to that. That's where the dent really starts. There we go. Look at that. Look at us go. Okay, going back here for a second though. Actually, I can just go into 2 view. I don't. Okay. Why? Why? Let me think. I could change you. Right? Panel. I take back what I said. I'm not an expert. I lied. I was a liar. I was a big fat liar. I'm not an expert. Oh no. What a shame. You caught me in the act. Yeah, how do I make this not this one? Well, I guess I just don't. Let's go to edges, faces. I'm gonna go back. You know what? Actually, I think I do know how to. This one's right view. Yes! Okay. This one turned into the one view. Yeah, these two switched places. I see what went on here. Can I... Why are you doing this to me, Maya? Could you not? Could you not? Okay. Fine, Maya. We'll play your games. We'll play your games. There we go. Look at me. I'm so smart. Why did you go back? Why did you go back? Why did you go back? What is this? Oh my God, I hate you. I hate you, Maya. Maya, I hate you with a passion is what I do. I hate you with a passion. And with the said passion, I'm going to go down here. We're going to hit W, and we are going to lower this edge. We're not going to go too far. We're going to keep it nice and in here. So we're going to widen this out. Then we're going to hit W. We're going to scooch it over a bit. We're going to be like, oh, wow, that's not good enough. And then we're going to go to vertexes and scooch that over a bit. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again, but on the new face. Gonna hit protrude, gonna hit W, going down a little bit, kind of keeping it even for my brain. We're gonna go over, and then we're gonna hit R. Gonna widen that out. I need coffee. Let's go. I just woke up. Like, I know it's like 10:54. You guys can't see what's down here because I think it's cutting out that area because that's where my taskbar pops up sometimes. So it just has that colorful background of that cat I drew like 4 years ago when I was testing out a digital tablet. But like, if I hit G. Yes. If I hit G, it will redo it. Okay. Over we go. Oh, hey, you know what's right here? You know what's right here, actually, that I'm noticing as I should be? The shoulder. And that was a lucky break. That right here, I put that line right above the shoulder. And right here, I put it right above this. So this one, gonna go down a little bit more. Or up. I'm gonna go up a bit more because I'm going to catch it right at the armpit. And then hit R. Let's do the widen. I know this is boring. That's why I'm making you guys babysit me. Because I don't want to do it. I mean, I do. I do like doing it. I just wish I had, like, more free time to, like, do it and not be worrying about other things. Like, work. I have to go to work today. It's Thanksgiving week, which is, if you don't know, in the food industry, the most busy of weeks usually, right next to football games and stuff. Which, if you go out on Thanksgiving with your family, if you go out to a restaurant on Thanksgiving with your family, just know I kind of hate you for it because you're the reason I have to work on Thanksgiving. I know it comes with the job, but man, am I pissed about it because the companies will be like, hey, we're so sorry we have to keep you here on Thanksgiving. We'll get you out as soon as possible. And then you know what they do? They say, oh, well, you're already here. I'm trying to switch. There we go. Okay. I was getting worried. I was like, what is this? What is this? Why was it not letting me press things? Okay, so for this one, I guess we don't really need that shaded. We're going into face mode, and we're gonna hit G. We're not gonna hit G because that we pressed too many things since we're gonna hit the extrude tool, then we're gonna go down. Right here, it kind of starts tapering, so we're gonna go this way. Now, if you see here, I drew some fluff. That's suggestive. I might not do that. It will depend on how much time I have. Because we're also doing a UV mapping thing for this as well. So I might just try to do that in the art itself, like in the coloring, versus in the modeling. Because in the modeling, I might not have time to do it. Because if you can't tell, I'm just starting on this. If you can't tell, this is me just getting started. I had an idea. I hadn't really like put it on here yet. And then I did. And now that it's on here, I'm starting it officially. As you can tell, it's kind of turning into the same shape that I had before. But the other one, I wasn't going with a guide. I didn't have anything to guide me. So it didn't turn out well. I was just messing around, though, with shapes to see how things would do. Oh, I hate you, Maya. Oh, Maya, you beautiful, beautiful program. I hate you so much. Let's see. Okay. So let's go to this one. Let's have it go right above where this is going to be. I need to lower that one actually, but let's go here. Oh, hey, look at that. Kind of actually fitting itself. Let's see. Edges. Let's lower you a bit. Stick you over. Okay, now let's go into some vertexes and let's scooch this over a little bit. Now I'm stopping in these places strategically. I know you can't tell because I'm an idiot and I'm not explaining it. But the thing is, right here is where the top of the leg's going to start, which is this. Which means I'm going to have to extrude something from there. And then I'll make a, like, this will be a straight edge. Yes, yes. And I'm going to make... this one will be out here. And this will be here-ish. I'm still figuring out which one of these I need to go by. I think I need to go by that. And because of that, something in between is going to be pushed inwards to make it look like a leg. Now, that's detail work, which I will inevitably hate. I know. I will love it. Like, I don't think I got a thing for that. I don't. Actually, I think my brain is blank, not thinking of anything. Normally I could think of something, but today I did not. So, moving on. But yes, so I will do that. You know what's going on right here? Well, because this is going to be the part that's down here. So what? Oh shit, what am I going to do? Well, this one I know is going to be on the inside. Oh, I know what I need to do for the leg. Ignore everything I just said. This is not going to go there. What happens is I'm going to extrude from this section to make the leg. From this whole section, I'm going to extrude to make the leg. By the way, what's going on right here? Do I need to lift this up to make something there? Interesting. I think I'll skip that for now. I'll skip it for now. I will worry about that later. And W going down. Now I'm going to try to follow the inside for now because I'm going to have to extrude that to make the leg. The leg's an add-on. Oh, I don't think I've done that with you guys where it's like you make the base and then it's like an add-on because usually everything has been like I can add it on then and there because it's not like too big, but the leg's a little too big to add on then and there. Okay, let's go to vertex. Scooch this over a little bit. Okay, edges, faces, I mean. Going to extrude. This rounded area right here will be where we go with the body because that's a foot and a leg. We're going to do those later. Those get done later. I'm going to do the front. Should I do the front legs first or should I do the back legs? The front legs look the easiest to do. I should do those now because they'll get extruded. Because the head's last. From what I learned, the head is last. And technically, I'm going to need to scooch this over a bit so that I can do it only half of this. Down we go. And we're going to hit R. There we go. And then we are going to hit G, W. It's probably ending here. R, W. Ah! What is this? What is this? Why did you zoom me out? I'm just trying to make sure you look decent, Mr. Catman. What is this? Let's go back to W real fast. Let's go back down, a little over and a little down. We're gonna pretend that's the bottom. Wow, look at that. It's the bottom. Now we got a little thing going on here. I could not figure out this booty, I think, is what was going on. So we're just gonna thick it out. We're gonna make it a little thick. We're gonna scooch this out a bit. We're gonna scooch this out a little bit. We're gonna round it out. He's gonna have a round booty going on right there. And I guess we could scooch this in a bit because that's gonna be... Okay, how we feeling? How we feeling about this? Are we vibing with it? Are we chilling with it? Let me think. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let me take a sip of my coffee that's carrying the coaster with it. You guys ever have hot objects, like hot drinks? Oh, is my coffee cold? Oh, that's so hard to swallow because it's so cold. My coffee turned cold and now it tastes so bad. But I'm already sitting down in my chair and I'm hooked up to my mic, so I don't want to get up to microwave it. And besides, microwaving it makes it taste worse too. So I think I'll just have to suffer. If it's already cold, let me just add a little bit of this water in it to really dampen it down a bit. Strong coffee is great when it's warm, but when it's cold, it kind of just gets that taste to it. Yeah, it's much easier to swallow with a little water in there to dampen down the bad aftertaste. All right, so we got the main part of the body down. This is our artist stuff right there. So I guess the tail's an add-on, but I don't see why we can't make it and then attach it later. Because let's assume the tail could be animatable. Yes, I said it. If I have time, I might animate the tail. But let's make it an add-on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the tail separately. And then if push comes to shove and I really want to, like, you know, add it on, I'll just make a face here. I'll extrude a face. I'll shrink it. Have I showed you guys that? Actually, I'll show it to you right now. Let me put my coffee down. I'll show it to you right now what I'm talking about. But first, a word from our sponsor. I'm joking. I don't have a sponsor. That just sounded appropriate. Let's see. Increment and save. That's what we're doing first because we are professionals. Okay, let's go to face. If you hit extrude, and then you immediately go to R. And you just kind of shrink it. See? Look at that. So that's something I would do, probably. And then I'd hit W a little bit, you know, because I would want it to pop out just a little. And then I'd have the tail attach, you know. Is that even the right face, though? Yeah, actually, that's pretty damn close, ain't it? Look at that. That's pretty damn close. Yeah, I'd actually probably have it attached down here, though. I'll decide based on... Yeah, like this one is the one I should have done it on. But it's okay. Let's go back. We're not going to keep it. We don't need it, so. But yes, so we have the main body right here. Now, I don't think I made the tail seeable in this one. Yeah, I didn't. I'm gonna have to mess with the tail myself. So let's take this whole object. Let's hit X and scooch. No. What the fuck is that? You're a reference layer, sir. You shouldn't be moving. You should not be moving. You are a reference layer. Where's my outline? Where is my outline? There it is. No, stop pressing those. Okay. X. What kind of jumping bullshit is this? What kind of bullshit is this? Okay. Okay, sir, you want to play these games? You are infuriating. There is a way to make you click to that. Why are you not doing it? Go back, actually. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Component. Motherfucker. What? Let's change it back to world for right now. Let's see. Nah, I don't need to do that. It should just click over to this edge as well, but for some reason it doesn't want to do that. Guess I'll just manually put it over there. Zoom in real close. Zooming in, zooming in. If you're a perfectionist, this is how you do it. Oh wow, look at that. It's basically on it. I like the smallest inconsistency, but it's fine. I will allow it. There we go. We did all that work just to make it so it snaps to the center. So now we have the dilemma of this and this are going to stop being consistent with each other. Because, yes, the body here is a little longer. Everything in this is a little longer than over here, except the head. So this will be the main reference for the head and the distance of the body. But this is going to be a big reference for, like, the thing itself. So I'm going to have to... Yeah, because that's the toes. I mean, the body's relatively good. Like, there's only a little bit of distance. Because keep in mind that these are toes. These are toes. We made this the base. That I guess I could lower a bit. I could probably lower it if I were to go to edges. I could probably lower that a teeny weeny bit. You know, like that. There we go. But yes, and so we stopped here because that's where the curve in the neck started. And then we got the shoulders. We're going to follow this right here, this line. Because, let me hit 4. That's the general body shape. And these are add-ons. These are things that are going to be extruded. So, like, this is in front of this. This is behind this, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. Ugh. I wish robots would not talk in the chat. That's weird. I don't like that. Ooh. Can I delete that? Guess not. Delete. Well, I'm going to ignore it. Okay. Anyways, but yes. So that makes sense, right? Because this is where we're going to start the neck for the head later. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play around with some vertices. We're going to play around with some vertices. That's what we're going to start with. Going to move this here. I'm going to kind of stick to the middle of the outlines. Actually, that one's in a perfect spot, ain't it? So we're going to take this one here. Some people move them all at once. I find that can be a little confusing. I know I've done it myself before, and that's how I know. That's how I know. Let me whisper in your ear real quick. That's how I know. If you can see here, this is not exactly equaling out, and down here is where is in the back where it's going to be extruded, and up here, this equals out to this. That's going to be something I add in stuff later for. Most likely, I'm going to do what I did with the face thing on the other side for the tail to get this. But for now, we're just following this rounded area. I'm not going to get too deep into this today, I don't think. Maybe. I might, but I don't think I will. I'm kind of just, I want to do other things before I go to work, if I'm being honest. I'm working the next 5 days in a row because it's Thanksgiving week. And we're like going to be so busy. So I'm not going to like have a lot of free time starting now for this week, which is devastating, but it's there. Okay. So that's a thing. Let's take this down, actually. No. Don't do it, Plum. That's a bad idea. That's how you always mess up your things. Be simple. Don't go into that yet. Okay. So we're doing the good old half of the item first option. Now I gotta decide if I am going to round this out now, or if I'm going to extrude first and then round out. Because, oh, but first I actually need to delete some of these. Let me see. Let me go here. Go back to tool settings. Camera-based selection. Yes. Oh, actually, we need to go to faces. Hey. There we go. No. Okay. Looks like we've only got that side selected. And delete. Keep in mind, you can only press the delete button to delete faces. Do not press a delete. Do not like press on an edge. Don't go into edge mode, press an edge, be like, I don't want this edge anymore, and hit delete. Don't do that. Do not do that. If you learn anything from watching these, for some reason, because you're watching these to learn for some reason, and you're not just fulfilling a creative fantasy in your brain, like most people do when they watch art videos, and or learning how to like, or just seeing how a program works. If you're not doing that, if you learn anything, do not delete vertices and edges by pressing the delete button. Just do not do it in Maya. Do not. That's not how you do it. What it creates is a fantasy edge or like an invisible edge. Like it's still there. You just got rid of the ability to control it and you can never move it again. It's increment and save. You basically fucked up your whole thing if you do that. Jesus Christ. Is that a trash truck? What is that noise? But yes, so you're screwing yourself over. Oh, look, he's kind of looking like a cat already. It's looking like a blob cat. But yes, you can only delete faces. And technically I need to delete this. But I'm going to leave that, actually, because I'll extrude from it later. Wow, look at that. Okay, I think I'll make the tail now. Gonna do another block. What's this? Body. Gonna name it body. This one's tail. Okay, tail, come here. Come, Heather. So W, let's scoot you over, scoot you up. Scoot you over, scoot you up. Now, let's see. How should we do this? Because I can extrude it and then delete the face later, like do the little face thing. I can delete that face. I can delete the face on the edge of this, and then I can attach them at the thing using, I think it's this one, the welding tool. So that's my plan. I don't know about you guys, but that's my plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of, actually, you know what? I'm going to just do it with the vertices. You know what? Let's keep it simple. Oh, shit. Go back. We need to turn off camera-based selection. Turn off camera-based selection. Going down. Going over. down, going over. There we go. We're going to keep it kind of ghosting it. It's not going to be touching it, but it's not going to not be touching it, if you know what I mean. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go up a bit and down a bit, because that's the base. It's always going to be wider at the base. Okay, so now we're going to go over here. Going to scooch it. On the scooching down. This is where the tail's starting. It's like in the middle between there. I can make that work. I'll figure it out later. Believe in me. Okay, so let's go into face mode. Let's extrude. Hit W. Over and up. Let's go over a little bit more. And then up a little. There we go. And then in a little. Just a little. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Now we are going to do it again. Do it again. And then we're gonna hit G and do it again. Then we're gonna hit G and do it again. Can you guess what we will do next? It again. Actually, we will not. We will be going into vertex mode now. For this. So we're gonna start with this one. And we're gonna go to this one. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about that movie on Netflix that came out and Tom Holland's in it and he plays someone from West Virginia. It's like the hills or something. That stuff. Well, that's interesting, ain't it? That show. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm being honest. I mean, I don't hate it. Like at all, actually. It's pretty good. I haven't finished it. It's like a movie. It's not a show. I said show, but I meant movie. But it definitely is, I was surprised by the cast. It has some big star listers in there. Big listers in there. And I was like, really? They got this many people to do a movie about West Virginia? They did? Interesting. Interesting. But, I mean, it's relatively good. It's relatively good. I'm not disappointed. I mean, it is, yeah, but it's fairly accurate. I mean, it is a little, dramatic with it. But I don't know. I need to look it up. Rather, the things they're talking about in there are true. Because they're talking about, like, this many later, they blah, 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 committed these crimes, killing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute. This sounded like they're talking about facts. Are they talking about facts? Are these real people? Because some of them sounded familiar, but I'm not, like, actually familiar with them. I don't know enough to say it's not true, is basically the point. But I could know enough. I just need to kind of Google it. I need to do some Googling. Yeah, let's go into vertices from here. Because we're getting to some rotation. Normally, you could just rotate it as you go, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that at all. And that's because I suck at that. I suck at that. Just straight up, just saying. I suck at that. So I'm going to just mess with the vertices and rotate it in that way because I think that's easier. I think I finally figured out what to do for myself to make my life easier and not have to, like, have to redo it a lot. Let's see. Oh, look at that one kind of went out nicely. I've been lining everything up against the front side right here. Hit G and up. And over, and let's go up, and G, and W. I said up earlier, but I meant to, like, say W. G, W, G, W, GW. Okay, now the last G and W. Okay, now we're gonna play with some vertices. Hello, vertex. Let me start down here. There you go. That one's actually just fine. Let's take you in. Oh, we don't want to do that. There we go. And then, no, there we go. Okay. Don't rage. You raged enough yesterday. I was playing Minecraft yesterday, and I don't know. I've said it at the beginning, but I don't know if someone heard it or not. I don't know if they would have heard it or not, but if you didn't, I was playing Minecraft yesterday, and a creeper blew up all my stuff and set off all my bombs that I had set in my thing in my mining operation. And they blew, and they didn't even do a good job because they didn't even like blow up the area correctly. They just blew up like half of it, so half of it didn't even go off, so it didn't even finish the good demolition job. Oh wow, you know what, I'm gonna just shut up for a second. Let's look at this. Look at this tail. Look at the shape. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I'm liking that. Ooh, let me just say, I like that. Ooh, wow, that's a good shape. That's a nice shape. Look at those lines. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm so happy about that tail. I am so proud of that tail. Maybe I should move it into its own layer. No, I'll leave it. Or, yeah, no, I'll leave it. But I will scooch it back. Let's just scooch it back a bit. It's gonna come in later. What is it? And now we're gonna increment and save. We got a good amount done right here. We got some stuff done. And let me see. Is there anything else I want to do before I pop off? Because what else? It's 11. What else do I need to do today? I'm thinking. What else is it that I'm going to need to do today? Who's Ama? Let's go look at the curve. Thanks. I'm glad you're admiring the curve too. I admire my curve. I think it's wonderful. What do I need to do? Let me look at the images again real fast. I could maybe do the leg, right? Yeah, I could probably do the leg. I could do the front leg maybe. Perhaps. Let's see. Let me out. There we go. Okay, let's see. Where would I start with that? That would be... Where's the edge? Could you not do that, Maya? Please, stop being so finicky today. Right here is the top of the shoulder, actually. So I need to extrude from here to here. No, just here. But it'd be a smaller window. Okay, so I could probably set up the basics for the extrusions real fast. Because I finished this section a little faster than I thought I would. Let's see. Let's go into face mode. Yep, that's the one. Extrude, hit R. Shrink it a bit. Shrink it a lot. And let's bring it sideways. Right here. If we look here, yeah, because right there is where it's going to kind of start. Turn it in a little. And then we can play with some vertices. Let's play with some vertices. Hello, vertex. That's either too close or too far. Shoulders. How do they work? How do shoulders work? Let's think. Do I need to pop in some more cat reference photos? Shoot dang. It's a cartoon cat though, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Unless you're me and you think it has to be perfect, which I do. Let's see. Okay. So that's not too bad. We're gonna pop it out like this a bit so that I can see them and not have them be okay. Last one. I should have just done them all at once. What am I doing this? Why am I doing this? There we go. Close enough. And so they're popped out a bit. So we see this. What's going on? I should probably move this one this way a bit. Move you up actually. It's starting here, but what if we take this edge, just raise it a little bit, going back actually, going back, because we would need to do all of it. It doesn't want to select them all at once. Okay, I'll manually do it. Watch me. You think I won't? I will. I'm doing it right now. There we go. Okay, now go back to vertexes. Let's scooch you in. Let's scooch you in. Actually, scooch you back out. Scooch you back out. That way we can take these two, raise them a bit, scooch them over a teeny weeny bit, and take these two and do the exact same thing but in the opposite direction. And then, yes, that's looking about right. I'll have to add something here maybe for the shoulder, but we'll worry about the shoulder blade at a later time. I will worry about that later. Let's see. So that's for the blah, blah, blah. Because it's going to be attached, but it's not on the object. It's separate. It's a whole ass leg. So I guess I'll extrude a little bit. Just take you out. Let's hit R. Let's do a, let's just flatten it. There we go. A good baseline going on right there. Good baseline. Now, I'm going to die a little on the inside because I think I might have actually done that wrong. Let's think. That will need to go inwards because here's the shoulder. So what I'm thinking is I need to round this out a bit. I'm not messing with this for the rest of it. That's going to stay where it's at because I am now thinking of the logistics of this. Let's see. I have one where it has them both. Let me get it. Let me get it. View. Import image. Let's get both sides. Open. And W. Let's move you around. Let's see. Let's get rid of the grid. Okay. So the shoulder blade is here on the side. So the side thing's staying where it's at. But we're gonna have to figure out how to bring it in. So basically what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to taper it in, if that makes sense. Because back here, if I were to make an invisible line right here, that's going to be, it'd be so much easier if I could just sketch this in front of you guys, but I don't have a thing that works on that. This will be out. This will be like an, if I made a line here, a contour line, this would be out and it would all be tapering into this. This is going to be another contour line. So there's one here. This is inwards, and that's where this will match with that to make the shoulder blade. But down here, this is caving in fast. It's zooming in. It's zooming in. It's like, boom, echoing in. I know it's wide here, but that's the back. So basically, let me think about that. Let me get into this. What the fuck's going on right here? What's this? Oh, okay. I thought that was like an empty face, like a deleted face right here, and I was about to get mad. I was like, what? Okay. So what I'm thinking is vertex. If I think what I'm going to do is if I were to select these, because I'll need to add more faces, of course. And before I do too much with this, I'm going to increment and save because I'm an intelligent person. Scooch. So basically I'm thinking I have to scooch all this in. Except you can come back out. But yeah, all that's going to be scooched in. This is going to stay out. There's going to be a rounding something going on here. Okay, so something kind of like that. Because it does taper out there. This is the waist area. That's the chest that will poop out. I will have another thing going here. What happens if I put in an edge loop right here? Beautiful. Or not. Hold up. What if? Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Let me get rid of that face real fast. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I didn't do anything too special with it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to insert the edge loops now. And I will pre-shape this. I'm going to shape this first. So we will for sure need one here. And we'll need one here. We'll know that for sure. Because the blade will be between these. And this needs to taper. But this is the line that if we were to go here, you see how I said there's a contour line there? That's how that's going to be. I'm going to have to scooch that back a bit to make it like right there. But yes. So let's go here and let's like organize this. Let's organize this a little bit. Yeah. Let's finish the base. So that's about fine. But oh, I don't like that. Go back. Go back. I meant to Q. I meant to hit Q to quit that. Hit W. Go here. Hit W for this. Let's go here. There we go. Okay. Now this one right at the base of the foot, because keep in mind, now we're underneath. So this is where it's going to be extruding. Okay, let's scooch you in as well. Now look at this. Ooh. Now look at this. Okay. So this is where the leg will be extruded from, and it will be lifted and then it will be downed. So, but this is underneath. This is going to go inwards to taper in. This will set a standard for this. So I'm going to put this on the line that I would assume the fur is on right here. Right here. And let's keep going. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. And we see this like here. There we go. Oh, my belly's rumbling. I'm hungry. Okay. Let's see. I got this going on right here. What is going on right here? What was I doing this? When did I do this? What was I thinking? I'll have to go back and check. I think it's because of the armpit though. Yeah, it's because of the armpit. I think I planned on extruding here originally and then lifting the shoulder blade, but then I realized that was a bad idea and I didn't do that. So, but this will follow this, which means these go out a little bit more because it's going to be dramatic. It's going to be a little exaggerated. There we go. Tempted to lift this, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we followed the two lines with this. This will be the extruding edge for the leg. These two, actually, I'll do both. I wonder if I can mix those. Now the issue is, if you were to delete an edge like this one, like if I deleted this edge, it'd make my job a lot fucking easier. But the thing is, if you delete it, it kind of still does a ghost edge thing, which is super annoying, because it would be nice to delete this whole edge and then extrude this whole face. Make a square, go up, you know, and do it from there, because that would make it big enough. But if you do that, then it kind of like, how to put this, it leaves a ghost edge anyways, and you also can't put any more edge loops onto that area, which means if I were to need to make some edge loops to make these areas right here, then I won't be able to do it because it won't let me. You deleted an edge there once, obviously you never want edges there again, is what Maya thinks. Now there is another option. I could make the leg and the arms separately and then create a base to attach them onto and then just attach them. That is, just like I'm doing with the tail, that is a complete option. That is an option that I learned about that I could do. I don't have to just extrude it and hope for the best. It would look maybe in the long run nicer, but I don't have to do it like that. I could make them separately. Like, that's looking like it might be the best option for at least the leg right here, because if I make it separately, I could just attach it onto here. I could extrude the face, do the thing where there's like the line in the middle anyways, and I'd delete the faces in the center extrusion, and I could attach it on through there. And if I did that, it would have a specific attachment point. Now the downside to that is the tapering. The tapering that would happen, that needs to happen right here, might not be able to happen. I would have to make a wide edge on the other side to, like, I'll try and zoom around to see the tapering action, but I can't do that because that's an image. The tapering action that's going to happen here between the leg and the body, it's going to pop out a little bit, but there's still a taper. There is a line there, and if I were to extrude, I could just keep it closer to here, and it would in theory, I could leave it open and I could just attach it to these and it'd be like nothing happened. So that is the most worrisome part of it, but it's possible. So I think what I'll do, just planning out loud here, I think I will make the legs separately, and I'll make the other leg separately as well, and I will attach them onto the body. And I will make those before I smooth out the body so I can get a good sense of what's going on with it, and then I'll smooth out the body, make a place to attach those. I'll smooth those out before I attach them to the body. And not smooth as in up here pressing smooth, I mean as in like making sure they're like rounded and all that stuff. I'll do that. And that way, and then I'll attach to the body, and then I'll duplicate as we've done in the alien thing. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but I'll try to remember to do it this time, since this is a completely independent project, I guess. It's still for homework, but it's like completely my own concept and everything. So the tail, let's move the tail over as well so he's not in the line of sight of this, really. Okay, I could just hide the tail, but I'm worried I might lose him if I do. So now that I made the game plan and it's recorded so that I can go back and be like, what the fuck was I thinking of doing? I think that will be all for today. Man, oh, that tail is so nice. Okay. I'm going to increment and save, and then what I'm going to actually do also is save as, because I've reached a new section. I'm going to save, we got a lot of ones, but I'm going to save this as 2, because I've reached a new milestone in the thing. And every milestone I like to make new numbers. I do them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. I do it like that to make it organized for myself. My teacher hates it. But I do it like that so that the increment and saves are more even. Because if I were to do it like, you guys can't see that window, can you? No. Well, if I were to do it like the cat model class, and then it has all those increments and saves with that title, it'd be hard to know. And plus, if I do it with 1 as in the bases, and then 2 as in the secondary bases, such as arms and legs, and that way when it increments and saves 1, 2, 3, 4, I can understand which one I was likely at which progress point, so I could go back if I needed to a specific one and not have to open a bunch of them and try to figure out what I was doing at that specific point in time. It's organized. It makes sense. I haven't explained it to my teacher yet. I think he's just annoyed by it because, he hasn't said he's annoyed by it, but he's like, make sure you label the last one as final at least. And I was like, okay. Because I also do it for different objects. I'll name them 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, anyways, I'm going to end here for right now because I don't want, but I have to. I have to do a few other things, actually. I'm going to go work on a clay sculpture in real life. But thanks for tuning in. Hope you learned something. And bye.